Hmm.
Do you like your new Aussie
That's
destroyer warrior?
good evening,
Pardon?
sir.
What's up, Stug?
What'd you say, Jess?
Your new destroyer, do you like it?
I haven't run it actually. I've not really played much the
Wow, what
last
the
day.
hell? They sent a screenshot, let everybody.
Yeah. Oh no, I got it, and then I just shut the game off. I think
What
went
ship's
to
this?
bed. Vampire,
Ah,
the one in the campaign at the moment.
right. Which country's that?
Australian.
Australian.
Yeah,
Ah, never knew this. You could get Australian ships on this game.
yeah. You got a Perth. You got original Vampire, and now this one.
Uh-huh. Ah,
I
is a
believe the
school day.
Jaeger could possibly be Australian too.
Never knew that, mate. Every day's a school day.
The zombie was say after they finish with the Dutch line that they're gonna look at bringing the Australian line out.
Ah,
So this is probably the precursor to it.
right.
Can you gentlemen just give me 2 minutes? I've got to move my car while this other gentleman goes to work. I'll be back in just a moment.
No problem, mate. So they're going to do anything with your neck, or are they going to
My keys?
I'm not
see what happens?
100% sure. The dude talked about physical therapy, and I was like, yeah, no. If I sit too long at looking in one position, and I even turn my head, it fucking hurts. So,
It will. It will do. You even get simple things like getting in and out of a car and stuff like that will hurt your neck. You'll feel it. Oh God, don't fancy getting an injection though.
can I get a invitation? I don't know who's
Mm-hmm.
in charge.
Roger, you'll be back in the day. Get him to send you one. Managed to get all that thing. Is it the one number 2 done with all the you get the little red coin things?
Oh, you did the event?
Yeah, I managed to finish that yesterday.
Oh, what do you think of it?
Somebody's caught the boss.
Yeah.
Don't have to move the car.
I hate it.
What do you hate?
The event. I
That,
thought
you
it
know
was going
that,
to be cool.
yeah,
It's
the event.
shit. It is not fun.
You can only buy a couple of crates really by the time you've finished it.
Oh, the event.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is pretty dumb.
I thought it was going to be cool, but it's pretty shitty actually.
I played a couple of games.
Yeah.
Tried to get used to it. It's like, well, what's the fucking point of this, really?
I thought, yeah, not for me.
One of the boys is wanting an invite, Roger.
Which one?
I think it's Cobb. Is it you? It's wanting an invite, Cobb.
He's got one.
Is he gone? Right.
Maybe then.
I thought it was Cobb who was wanting an invite.
Yeah, he's on. I've seen him on. He's probably talking to his missus or something, like Jeremy does.
Like I do.
They get in the chat party and then sit there and talk to their partners. It's like, yeah, okay, no worries.
It only happens sometimes.
That's all good, don't worry me. You talk to whoever you want to talk to. It's free will. Alrighty. Pick a ship. He's probably
Pick a ship, any ship. Your turn this time. You pick a ship.
He's probably in a battle, so. Oh, ship, yeah. Pick a ship, any ship.
Are you joining us for a game, sir?
No.
Sorry about that. Roger,
That'd be
you want to
sorry.
send me an invite?
I did that.
There it is.
There you go.
Sorry, I had to go take care of some shit with the child.
Oh, good.
She She wants to fucking stay up all night on her phone, go to school, sleep all fucking day.
Welcome to being a teenager.
Yeah, no, fuck.
Yeah, it's great fun. God, my baby's 35 years old now.
I was gonna say, my kids lost all their fucking shit come fucking 9 o'clock. Let's go to bed.
So I told her I catch her on it tonight at all. One fucking time she loses the phone for 9 months.
Oh my.
9 months. Oof.
Wow.
It's drastic, Cobb.
Why 9 months?
You know how?
Is
Go
that
get
how
her.
long it takes to have a baby?
This guy.
They just started again.
You know how when you were a kid and your parent, you did something wrong and your parents say, right, you're grounded for a week. Most of my friends were allowed out the day after. Not me.
Not
I
me.
was grounded for
And
a week. I was in for that week.
I got grounded
Straight
for
home.
a week, and I sat my ass in the living room on a fucking chair that was facing
Didn't
the wall
move.
with the TV behind me, and I was only
Oh,
allowed to get
no.
up to use the bathroom and fucking eat. And when it was time
Fucking
to go
hell,
to bed,
brother.
if I turned the fucking light on in my bedroom, I got my ass whooped.
That's fucking
Fucking hell, I
discipline
thought-
or what?
Yeah, I thought I was bad. Fucking hell.
No, I never got
No.
it that bad.
I would come home from school, get my homework done, had to go into my pajamas, and then straight to my room. Only came down for food or the toilet, then back to my room again. And back then there
Nope.
was no fucking TVs. I had a half a game of Lego.
I wasn't
You know.
allowed in my room because that's where the toys and the radio and the
Right.
you
fun.
know, all that
Yeah.
stuff. Oh no,
Oh.
no.
That's
I learned a
bit over-
lesson. I learned
I
a
can
very
understand
valuable
being
lesson.
grounded, right? We've all been grounded, but the mate sitting face a wall on a chair, that's a
Yeah.
bit extreme, brother.
It is.
Dude, what's
Verging
dude,
on cruelty.
that was when I was in my teens. When I was
Wow.
like 7 or 8, I lied to my dad and he caught me in it. He made me
Uh-huh.
sit on a piece of notebook paper and turn Saturday morning cartoons on. And he sat and watched them while I sat on the notebook paper watching him watch the fucking cartoons.
Oh my.
Wow.
Brother,
Wow.
that's,
But when the cartoons
that's
were
fucked
over,
up.
I was to get my ass out of the house and come back when the streetlights came on.
Oh yeah, yeah.
For
I've
that
been
one
told
lie.
that a few times.
For that one lie, I was made to sit in the for fucking 4 hours while he watched my
Fucking-
cartoons, and I heard him.
Wow.
I suppose at least you got to hear him. You sort of knew what was happening.
Right. You knew what was happening.
Well, it was bad when we got sent to our room when we were kids, because we had no portable TVs, there was no video players, there was nothing. You know, a couple of crayons and a box of Lego, but that was about it. Look out the window and see all your friends playing in the street, waving at you. But yeah,
No, my asshole friends came out to the house and fucking played in my yard,
Oh,
laughing at me.
wow.
wow.
Because they knew I couldn't come outside and do anything about it.
Wow.
That's what growing up in the fucking 80s was like.
Oh yeah. Oh, I grew up in the 60s and 70s, so I was born in the 60s, but I kind of grew up in the 70s into the 80s.
Dude,
Yeah.
one time I decided I wasn't going to fucking clean my room. Biggest mistake I ever made in my whole entire fucking life.
Yeah.
My dad, we lived on the second floor. And my dad backed up a fucking dump truck because he drove a dump truck and hauled like rubble
Yeah,
and sand and gravel and shit like that.
yeah.
and backed it up to my window, and everything that was not put where he believed it was supposed to be, he
Went in
threw
the
out
dump
the
truck.
fucking window into the back of the dump truck and drove it to the fucking dump and made me pay for it with my allowance.
Oh,
Fucking hell, I thought I was hard done by. Jesus. My dad just used to beat us up. He uses the fucking punch bag when we were kids.
No, it's not right. It's not why you have kids.
No.
He didn't do that, but when I
No,
I
my
learned
dad did.
fuck around and find out at a young age.
Well, you learn, don't you? I bet you learn from it. I fucking did.
Oh yeah, I definitely learned from it. I
And
learned
I'm,
to
I'm
clean
man
my-
enough to admit some of the beatings I got, I deserved. Some I didn't, but some I did.
Do what I did what the fuck I was told. For one,
Yeah. See, if
And
we
I
didn't,
wasn't-
we all, there was 5 of us, you see, and we all had separate chores. One made the beds, one hoovered, one lit the coal fire, etc. See, if you didn't do your chores, fucking life.
I
You went to
wasn't-
bed, no food, bed. No dinner, no supper, fuck all, get to your bed, you know.
just go to sleep.
Yeah.
well,
it's
that
going.
was if I complained about what my dad made. It was shut the fuck up and eat it or go to bed hungry.
It
Oh,
was
yeah.
over.
Absolutely. Yep, I remember that. You get it cold for your breakfast if you don't eat it now.
Yep. There was no bullshit in between.
No, there certainly wasn't. Yeah, and there was no cafeteria. Never got a choice. You know, not like nowadays. My kid, oh, what's for tea? Can I have this? Can my wife end up making 3 different meals? When I cooked, they got whatever I made. Yeah,
That's what it should be.
it was. Yeah, exactly.
Right now, my kid kind of gets leniency with food. Certain things. Yeah, it depends on what's going on that day, honestly.
Uh-huh.
Because if I'm not having a good fucking day, then it stresses my wife out because she's got to do more for me if my fucking shit don't want to work.
Mm-hmm.
And then I get agitated because I can't do what I think I should be doing.
Oh, I know that feeling. You get caught in a vicious
So-
circle, don't you?
Yeah. So my daughter ends up, making herself some burritos or hot dogs or
Nothing wrong with a hot dog.
sandwiches.
Hot dogs.
Oh, dude.
And that's, to be honest, that's what I had for my dinner yesterday. My wife said, "What do you fancy for your dinner?" I just fancy a sandwich, so I did. That's all I had.
Yeah.
A sandwich now and again.
And my daughter and my grandson. My daughter was single 2 years ago.
Ah.
And my grandson, I don't like that. And so she'd make him something else. I don't like that. And she'd give him something else. Now she's got a partner. I love it. He'll sit there and he'll go, you can't leave the table until you've eaten your dinner. So I don't like it. Too bad. You don't leave the table till you finish your dinner.
Yeah. Yeah.
And do you know what? Now my grandson's 7 and he'll eat anything. Because he isn't
Yep.
learned.
It should be.
You don't leave the table till you've eaten your dinner.
Oh, my daughter
dad-
was really fussy when she was young.
I tried. And my dad said, yeah, no. If you're not allergic to it, you're fucking eating it.
You're eating it, yeah, hot or cold, your choice. I
So
came in one day and I was eating my dinner and I was lying down on the floor. I should have been at the table. My mother was mad because I wasn't at the table. I was lying down on the floor, watching TV, eating my dinner. And I hadn't put my shoes away that I'd been wearing all day at school, running about the muck and everything. She threw my shoes and my shoe landed it right in the middle of my dinner. And she fucking made me eat it as well. You will eat it. She made me eat it. So every day I put my shoes away when I come home from school.
Yeah?
I still
Oh,
do
you
it.
learn quick,
Still
don't you?
do it to this day. I
Yeah.
still do it to this day. Fucking made me eat my dinner, man. I'm kind of under my breath going, evil bitch.
Yeah, you definitely did that shit under your breath, cause
Yeah. Oh yeah. You couldn't say that
if
out
you
loud.
got
Fucking hell.
if you said it out loud, your ass was
Oh.
grass.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. God. Oh. God. No, I wasn't that brave.
Yeah, I only got hit once, and it was 100% my fault.
Right.
Me and my dad were playing cards, and we played canasta.
I don't know. I'm not familiar with that. Canasta.
Yeah, vaguely. I've heard of it. I don't know what it's about. If you
Yeah,
can't,
it's a game essentially. Um,
Battle starts. Unleash hell.
you got two
Oof.
decks of cards, haven't you?
it's up to 7 decks. There's a little guy capping our C. But yeah, it's 7. It can be up to 7 decks, and you need 7 of a kind. And my dad held
Ah.
all of them in his hand at once,
Wow.
and dropped all the cards and went out on me. And I looked at him and said, "Cocksucker."
Oops.
Because I heard him say that to people when he played
So
cards.
you thought you could do it?
Yep.
I'll tell you a good one my son done one time. He was 18 years old. He's in his 30s. He's married with 2 kids now, but he was about 17, 18. And I was at the other end of the house. And I walked in. There was 2 ways you could get into our kitchen. You could come in from the hall or in through the sitting room, dining room area. And he was standing at the breakfast bar and he never heard me coming in behind him. And he said to his mum, "What are we having for tea?" And his mum said whatever it was. Patties and mince, steak pie, whatever it was. And he went, "I'm not eating that shit." I was standing right behind him. And I went, "Oh, fucking really?" And you could see the colour draining from his face. Now, I never in my life lifted my hands to my kids. And I never would, because I had it done to me. But what I did do, I decided I was going to scare him. So I says, "You think you're a fucking big man talking to your mother like that?" I picked him up, and his feet didn't hit the ground. I walked him, carried him through the hallway. I opened his bedroom door and threw him about 6 feet, and he landed in his bed. And just as he hit the bed, I was in his face. And I says, "Don't you ever talk to your fucking mother like that again, boy. Ever." And to this day, he said, "Dad, you gave me a fright that day." I says, "That's what I intended to do." He says,
Yep.
"No way, no way. If somebody spoke to my wife like that out in the street, the guy would be picking his teeth up." I says, "So why the fuck should you think you can speak to your mother like that?" I said, "You shouldn't speak to any woman or any person like that." I was raging. He really got me mad. I didn't hit him. I just picked him up and threw him onto his bed and got right up in his face, you know. And he got a fright that day, and he never, ever, ever, ever spoke to his mother ever like that again.
I do believe my dad slapped the taste out of my mouth with one slap that day.
Yeah, I bet it hurt. I bet you it hurt.
And I couldn't be mad about it, because as he did it, he told me why he did it, and it sounded good to me.
Right, fair enough. I tell you what, I got my bell rung. You ever had a proper slap in the face? Holy shit.
Yeah.
It was years ago. We were all out partying, drunk and whatnot, and we were at this takeaway, fish and chip shop. And there was this, shall I say, overweight chick outside. And she was being really mouthy to us. And I got fed up listening to her, and I just turned around and went, "Listen, you fat fuck, go and eat your chips and leave us alone." Well, she slapped me. I seen stars, guys. I seen fucking stars. She rung my bell. I completely asked for it. I shouldn't have called her a fat bitch and told her to go and eat her chips. But man, she fucking rung my bell. That is the best slap I've ever had off by anyone.
Funny you say that. I watched that on YouTube, that slapping competition, and they can knock
Oh
the
yeah,
fucking each other out
I've
just with
fucking
one
I've
slap.
watched
I'm
that.
like, wow.
I watched that, guys.
Yeah.
If you've never seen it, you need to look this up. Slapping
Oh, yeah.
competitions.
Yeah,
Holy.
I
I've
watched
seen one
this
guy
chick
get
slap this
slapped.
other one. She fell down, hit her fucking head on the table as she hit the ground, and just was out cold.
Out.
I
Good
seen
night.
this one
Yeah.
guy got slapped so fucking hard it looked like the guy that slapped him turned him into fucking the guy from the Goonies. Yeah, the dude it was a black guy,
You
and fucking
guys.
after the slap, his right eye drooped, and he fell down. When they picked him up, that motherfucker looked white. I was like, damn.
Can fucking ring your bell. You rung my
Dude,
absolute
I'll
stars.
tell you what. The worst thing I ever got though from my dad, I thought I was going to be sneaky and tell him I smoked cigarettes in the fucking grocery store because there's a lot of people there, so no worries. I was sadly mistaken. So I told him I smoked, and he's like, "Oh, okay, all right. Well, at least you didn't lie and try to hide it." Oh, I forgot. We need to pick up some oranges. I followed him over, and we got the oranges, and needless to say, when he picked them up and kind of swung them and flicked his wrist and caught me right in my chest with it, I swear to God, every one of the fucking oranges in that container, in that bag, kind of smushed a little bit, and I smelt like citrus for a week. And I'm pretty sure my rib cage was really bruised because it hurt to fucking breathe
Breathe.
if I did more than a walk. Yeah. And I was
Wow.
like, well, fuck me. That was a rough one.
You were saying earlier you used to get told to go out and play and don't come home to the street lights. I had to laugh at myself because my mum used to say that to us. Come back when the lights come on. Fuck off. Away you go and play.
Oh, yeah.
We
And my
only came
brother-
home when we were hungry or tired.
Yeah, I was going to say, I was
Great.
never told, mate. I was home. Hi, Mum. Bye, Mum.
Aye. Come home from school, do your homework, get your old clothes, what we would call your old clothes, your playing clothes. Get out your school uniform, and we would piss off out, and we wouldn't be back until street lights come on.
Yeah.
Shit, you had,
Actually, you just
had
reminded me
school
that was
clothes
probably the only
and
time that
street
my mum
clothes?
slapped the piss out of me. It was the one time that I did come home and I didn't change my school clothes. I went back out and I came back after going to my mate's place and having the biggest mulberry fight in my school uniform.
Oh dear. Oh no, I was too
Shit.
scared.
Oh,
I
I didn't do it again.
I had school clothes, and well, they were everyday clothes. We were poor. The only thing I had that I could not get dirty, or I would get my bell clapped was I had an outfit for church.
For church. Right. And we
Yeah,
had
that was
the schools that I went to, it was compulsory to wear a school uniform. You weren't allowed to wear civilian clothes as such. It was a school uniform. And of course, I
yeah.
got the hand-me-down from my big brother, 2 sizes too big.
Yeah,
And
it
then you had
wasn't
your
like that for
old
me.
clothes that you put on when you come home to go out and play. They normally had no knees, pockets ripped, usual stuff. Ooh. Enemy destroyer blowing up.
Why are you going backwards, Sagano?
Fucking everything I shoot at blows up.
I think you're going to be a very hungry little boy in 2 weeks' time.
Who's that?
Me, I fucked up with my reporting on my social security. So they put
Did you not
$700
manage
in
to
my
get?
account this morning. No, I
Did
couldn't.
you not manage to get that sorted? No.
No.
Shit.
So when I'm due to get paid next fortnight, they won't pay me because they've given me too much this fortnight.
Ah, crying out loud.
But it is what it is. What do you do? Don't you aim your guns at me, you bitch. Someone else coming up behind you, shoot him. Oh no, this one's gonna ram me. Oh no, it's my teammates, right?
Time is of the essence. Well done.
Why is this Piotr? I've been shooting at this Piotr Velka. He's never shot back at me once.
What, Valinsky?
Proceed. The enemy team has taken the lead. Fight back.
There's another fire on. Got him.
Yeah, that little fucker right there sunk every damn thing I shot at.
Just gonna make a quick cigarette, guys.
No, you're right.
Second, third, and fourth.
I don't understand how. I got 7 fucking assists.
7, no kills. That's a lot of assists.
Another bird, you shot 7 different ships.
Yeah, I shot everything that was within range.
Don't think I've had 7 Saturday. I've had 4s and 5s and stuff. I don't think I've had 7.
Oh,
No,
no,
it's just assists.
Assists.
Oh,
It's just
sorry,
kills.
yeah.
It's where you shoot a ship and then someone else kills it.
Yeah. That's quite a new thing. They never used to give you
Yeah.
assists at one time.
No, it's because everyone was whinging and bitching. They stole my kill and we get nothing for it. So now they give you a flag assist.
Well, I mean, I had 7 of them. No fucking things.
Wow.
They had to throw me some sort of bone. Did she go back in her room yet? What are we
I was-
playing with?
I was watching a thing on YouTube earlier, and they were talking about Elon Musk and the amount of people seemingly that have been vandalizing people's Teslas.
Yep.
Yep.
And I saw this video of a Cybertruck going along the road, and the owner had painted Toyota on the back of it. Try to disguise it. I think they'd written Toyota on the back of this Cybertruck.
What I
But
think
yeah, they're
is
seemingly
funny,
they've been
Why is it-
vandalising them
Why?
because
they don't like
Musk.
Elon.
they don't like
Yeah,
Elon
well,
Musk.
You don't take that out on someone else who's spent their hard-earned money
Exactly.
on a vehicle.
There's been a couple of showrooms set on fire and everything.
I could understand if it was his car or something, you know, but
Here's the
not
funny
Yeah,
thing
someone
about
else's.
it. Here's the hilarious part. The people that are vandalizing them and setting them on
Uh-huh.
fire and vandalizing the sales places and setting them on fire are the same
Yeah.
motherfuckers that not even like before fucking November were talking about electric cars were the best things on earth, and you know, they they
Hmm.
they wanted them and they loved them, and Elon did such a great job with them and everything like that. They're
You
pissed
know,
now that he's
yeah,
running
yeah.
the Doge and fucking nailing all the goddamn libtards for their fucking cheating bullshit ways.
Do you know the Cybertruck is banned in the UK? They're not. Uh, they reckon they're not safe enough to be running about on the roads. You're not. You can buy a Tesla, the Mark III's, etc., but you can't buy a Cybertruck in the UK. You're not even allowed to import them.
Do you know in the
They don't.
U.S. you can't
Uh,
take a electric car into an airport or a bus depot?
really? Mm.
Is there a
Yep,
bomb?
dude. They've had a couple of them, like in what was it, North Carolina and Florida during the hurricanes. They were burning.
Yeah.
Electric cars
I've,
were
s-
burning, and
my wife just
they
ordered
had
one
like
3 weeks ago. Believe it or not, my wife's just
they
ordered
were
an
in
electric car.
2 feet of water, and they were
Wow.
burning,
Fucking hell. I've seen
and
lots of
they
footage of
burnt
them.
the blacktop and the asphalt underneath of them, which was covered
Yeah.
with water.
Yeah. My son's a firefighter. They had to go away and do special courses to work with electric vehicles in case they've been in an accident.
A lot of time, the fire companies around the U.S., a lot of them are just
Mhm.
letting them fucking burn.
Yeah, it's too dangerous. But yeah, I saw the footage of the showrooms being set on fire and loads of cars being vandalised. Fucking Jesus, a bit extreme.
Oh yeah,
Them, them Teslas ain't cheap.
but the
Oh,
funny
look, the
thing about it
mentality of
is,
some people, though. Like my ex, I was talking to my ex. I went over for a visit yesterday,
Uh-huh.
and she said, "I'm buying LA Ice from now on." I said, "What the fuck?" It's just LA Ice. I don't know if you. It's a cheap ass cola. Tastes like
Okay.
shit. I said, "Why? Why?" She said, "I'm not buying American products anymore." I went, "What the fuck?"
Jesus Christ.
It's just,
oh,
you know.
is it because Trump's the president?
No, it's because Trump's doing this and he's doing that and he's upset. And it's like, who gives a fuck? How does it affect you? And you got to stop buying American products.
That's funny. She's just
That
angry,
is,
so
it's
that's
fucking
her way of
hilarious. That's what I
retaliating.
mean. It's the
Yeah.
mentality of people, you know?
Mm-hmm.
That's amazing.
I'll stop drinking my Coca-Cola. It'll be the fucking day I die.
If I caught you vandalising my Tesla, you'd never walk again. You'd never be able to use your fucking fingers ever again.
Yeah. You don't go
You would
out
need
and buy a
surgery to
car,
get them removed from your ass.
have some dickhead fucking play with it because of their stupid ass
Yeah,
beliefs.
just because it's got a badge on it. You know, it's crazy. But I saw the thing he did today. It was 25% on all imported vehicles. Saying that'll hit German bad because you've got a lot of German cars go to America.
A BMW, Audi,
Mercedes,
Volkswagen, yeah, Mercedes,
Skoda.
yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
Skoda, a
Skoda's
lot.
a big one now, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah, it is.
Especially here as well.
Same here, mate. A Skoda now is just a Golf
Oh,
with a different
shit.
body on it.
Yeah. Yeah, we got police running around in Skodas now.
Hmm. That'll hit the German car makers pretty bad. Plus, Mercedes have a couple of factories in America. Wonder how that'll work.
Well, we've just built,
I could use some help on B if anybody cares.
Yeah,
sort of
Three
heading that way
fucking
now,
battleships
actually.
here.
You know, take me a while, but I'll get there.
I'm just in the middle of turning as well.
Yeah, so Blue Scope Steel have just opened up a massive big factory, Australian steel factory in America, and now they want to hit us with a 25% tariff on steel, and we're making steel in America.
In America.
Yeah.
I just worry about how all this tariffs are going to affect your normal working person, because the food prices and everything is already going up.
Yeah. We're already through the roof on everything, so
Mm-hmm.
you put anything else up, it'll really
You know how
start
like
fucking hit home.
Canada and Canada and parts of Europe and Mexico have added they're also they've retaliated with tariffs.
Yeah.
That's going to affect big American companies like Caterpillar and stuff like that, because they ship all over the world, man, all over the world. There's not a country in the world that doesn't have a Caterpillar bigger in it in one shape or form.
Yeah, and we build a lot of Caterpillar here.
They build them in the UK too. JCB was originally British.
Yeah.
But Caterpillar, Terex, they're the big American companies. I know of a couple of Terex factories in Scotland, and they produce the great big 200-ton dump trucks. And they're made in Scotland, and it's Terex, which is an American company. So I wonder how it's going to affect. I don't know.
So Jeremy, we were talking AUKUS once before, ages ago. Remember that?
Vaguely.
Yeah. So Trump's basically said our $3.5 billion that we've spent on them giving us submarines, we won't be seeing any submarines.
Oh.
Yeah, I think Canada's talking about cancelling their F-35 order.
So yeah,
That would hit is it BA systems and that make the F-35.
so I honestly think you guys, allies, will probably start pulling back a bit now.
Well, Britain announced today they're putting a further $2 billion in. Germany are doubling their defence budget now. All they're starting to fall into line and think, okay, maybe about time we looked after ourselves and stop relying on Big Brother all the time.
Yeah. So we've got nothing. As I said to you earlier, we'd be done in a day.
So you must have an air force in it.
Oh, we got an
Good
air
size
force
it.
and everything. It's just the sheer size of our country to
Well,
the
it'll
volume
take you
of
half a
people.
day to get
We
to
don't
it.
have
Yeah,
enough people to defend it.
Yeah, your country's huge, but there's, like you say, there's only 30 million in it. I watch some of these Aussie programs and the guys, I need to go to town, and it's like a 2-day drive to go and get a part. It's like, holy
Then
shit.
yeah.
Yeah, fucking hell.
Yeah, you'll find a lot of these cow crockies actually fly to town.
You can drive the length of Britain in a day.
Yeah.
It'd take you 12 hours or so, 15 hours or something like that, but you can drive from one end of Britain to the other in one day. You can drive from one coast to the east coast to the west coast in half a day.
I got a friend that's from Wales.
Yeah, I know Wales, yeah. I've been there. It's a beautiful part of the country.
So it's 18, depending on your speed, 18 to 20 hours from where I live on the coast to the Western Australian border where it meets South Australia.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
I watched some of the Aussie truckers, and they, with the road trains, 4 trailers, etc. And it's like, I'm just off to such and such. It'll take me a week to get there. I'm like, bloody hell.
Well, this state that I live in takes up half the country, and there's only fucking 2 million people that live in the state.
Wow.
So that tells you, like, how much.
Puts it in perspective.
That's registered voters. All the rest of them would be Indigenous Aborigines. I mean, you probably have 100,000 of them through the bush, but I don't think they're going to do much if the Chinese come.
New Zealand? Is New Zealand more heavily populated?
No,
No, is it the same?
they'd be about the same. I think they probably have slightly less because they came here.
Okay,
My wife?
so it is 3,102 miles from the west coast to the east coast.
Wow.
And it would take between 4 and 6 days
To drive it.
To drive it. The shortest amount of time to drive from the west coast to the east coast or vice versa is between 4 and 6 days, over 100 hours.
That just blows my mind. That it really does. Wow. How many miles do you guys do? Do you have like an average mileage a year that you do? Here in the UK, the average mileage is 10,000 miles a year. Average.
We drive around 10,000 miles a year. Now that my wife is pretty much my stay-at-home nurse. Before that, with her driving to work every day, we were probably at like 12,000 miles.
When I was working full time, I was about 24,000 a year. Now I don't even do 7,000 a year.
Now, when I was working, I was doing security all over the state of Delaware. I was doing like 2 to 3 jobs a day.
Yeah.
I was probably getting an oil change every other month.
Really? Wow.
Yeah.
Do you know what amazes me? How cheap
my first
petrol
job
is in America.
in my state, we're paying $2.96 a gallon.
$2.96 a gallon.
Yep.
You're paying over double that a gallon. That's why we don't drive big V8s. I wish we could, but we don't. It's all 4-bangers here.
The first job I went to when I was doing security was at a Army Reserve unit, and it was an hour and a half from my house. And when I left there, I drove about 2 hours to my next job at a rest stop. Now this was Ocean View, Delaware to Smyrna, Delaware, and it was about a 2.5 hour drive to get there.
100, what about 200 miles, 150 miles, 200 miles or something like that? An hour and a half? And you don't probably do... Yeah, I'm thinking here we can drive at 70 miles an hour on the motorway, so I'm just...
Fuck no.
From Aberdeen, if I land on the ferry from Shetland to Aberdeen, it takes me an hour and a half from Aberdeen to Glasgow if I'm doing 70 miles an hour. Hour and a half to 2 hours to Glasgow. And that's only, a couple hundred miles. We don't, I mean, Jesus, a week to drive the width. There was a car show here, and the fella, he had a challenge to drive from the east coast to the west coast. So the challenge was that he had to drive. He wasn't allowed to break the speed limit, and it says the sun was setting on one coast. He'd drive to the other side before the sun risen again, and he managed it with hours to spare.
So essentially,
east to west.
My first job from my house to that job was 48 miles.
Well, that's a fair old drive, mate. That's an expensive fuel bill every week if you're doing that every day.
So, here we go. Just a bit of trivia
4
for
days
you.
a week.
Bit of trivia for you. Doug
and then
Tabbitt in 2020.
7 miles from Bethany Beach to Smyrna. So I was over 100 miles a day. And I
Sorry,
worked
Roger,
Smyrna
what you saying?
5 days a week.
Wow, that's a fair bit of driving. Was that you were going to say, Roger, about trivia?
I think he walked away.
I think he's my way to get something. Pick a ship, Cobb. $40 miles a day. No, 2-hour drive a day, did you say? Go to your work. Wow.
Yeah, it was well over 2 hours. One was a 12-hour shift, the other was an 8-hour shift.
Wow. Yeah, I used to work 12 hours a day years ago. Go
So
to work in the
essentially,
dark and come home in the dark.
with my driving time, it was 24 hours.
Wow.
I did 24 hours, like
Your fuel
Sunday.
cost must have took a chunk out your wage, like.
And then Monday I did 12, Tuesday I did 24, Wednesday I did 12, and then Thursday I did 12, and Friday I did 12.
I used to work 6 days a week at one time, a long time ago. And it was 12-hour shifts. Fucking Sunday, I wasn't fit for anything. Used to go to work in the dark and come home in the dark.
Well, at that point, gas was still like I think we were paying about $1.50 a gallon.
Gas is so much cheaper in America than it is in, I don't know about
This is
Australia,
back-
but it's fucking expensive in the UK.
12 years ago, Jess? Almost
Right.
13, about 13 years ago. It was before my daughter was born.
My wife drives it's a Volkswagen T-Roc, it's called. It's a bit like a jacked up Golf, or Rabbit as they call them in America. It's a bit like, and it, from half a tank to full, she pays about £40. So what would, yeah, that's UK. So what would that be in dollars? I'm not sure what the exchange rate is nowadays. But petrol here is a lot cheaper, a lot more expensive than it is in the States. We couldn't run I see like an F-150 or a 450 pickup. We couldn't run one of them. We couldn't afford to put fuel in it. Big V8, Jesus. Like a Holly Cap or something on it. No, we couldn't run that.
It's saying it would be $51.79 in US.
Right. In the US. So that's what my wife pays. Just a little car for half a tank of fuel.
Yeah, I almost filled up our our help me out here, I'm drawing a blank. The fuck we got in the driveway? SUV.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Well, this little T-Roc is a kind of
it's
SUV
got a
thing.
12 gallon tank of gas.
Uh-huh.
And it costs us about well, we don't let it get under a quarter tank. So we
About $100 a tank or something.
Oh no. It's about the most we've paid, I think, from a quarter tank to a full tank is like $40. Because it's a 12 gallon tank.
Right, okay.
That, and we have gas stations here that give you cards, and if you buy shit there, they give you discounts on different stuff. So I save my discounts to get gas.
Get
So
cheaper
when
fuel.
I get gas, I get like 10 cents off a gallon and shit.
Right. Some of the supermarkets down in the mainland Britain are like that now. You go in there, they have their own filling stations next to McDonald's in the car park. You buy your shopping, and if you spend over, say, $100 in your shopping, you get, say, it would be like equivalent to 10 cents off a gallon, or 20 cents off every gallon that you buy. And the fuel there is cheaper as well. But a lot of people just go and get a shop, and then they go and fill up and get a higher discount at the filling stations at the supermarkets. But yeah, fuel costs here in the UK is quite expensive. And on my island, it's really expensive.
Well, it's
Everything
an
has to
import
be
on your
shipped
island,
in.
isn't it?
Yeah, they have to ship it in. It's 12 hours on a ferry, so the shipping cost can be quite expensive. It's quite ironic. We have one of Europe. I was telling Roger earlier, we have one of Europe's largest oil terminals here in Shetland, and yet we're one of the most expensive places in the UK for fuel. Kind of ironic. We supply the rest of Britain and with oil. Yeah, it's one of the dearest places to buy it. That's the price you pay for the peace and quiet of living on an island.
Yeah, I'll be honest with you, I couldn't do it.
I don't know if I could go back to living. I lived in the city for years. For 3 years, I lived in Glasgow. I grew up on the mainland, but no, see, the island life is so quiet. I love it. Absolutely. I don't lock my front door. Don't have to lock my house up or nothing.
My state is kind of like an island. We're only actually landlocked on the most southern area.
Right, okay.
And a little bit of the west. So there's not a lot of landlocked. We're essentially like a fucking island.
Oh, I love it here. In the summertime, it's amazing. It's because we're so far north, it's almost light 24 hours a day, and it never really quite gets dark in the summer. 3 a.m. you're wearing sunglasses. But in the wintertime, it's the opposite. Never really light, so it can be a long winter, you know? A bit like Alaska. It can be a long winter.
That would drive my fucking wife nuts.
Oh, it drives me nuts, man. Winters are long and wet and windy. We don't get the snow that you guys get, though. Christ, you get meters of it. We don't get that here. Too near the sea.
Well, the snow we get in Delaware is shit.
Right, okay.
Like, it's mainly ice.
Yeah, we don't get a great... We used to get snow in the 80s years ago, but not anymore. Not like we used to.
Oh, this is gonna fucking hurt. This is gonna hurt real bad.
What's happened? Sharebox?
I just got hit with fucking 10 torpedoes.
Ooh.
Because I am way out here and everybody is like...
Torpedoes to port. Evasive maneuvers.
Everybody went the other fucking way.
I keep forgetting them. I just go any old way sometimes.
Not fucking for long. Because my ass about to get sunk.
Torpedoes to port. Evasive maneuvers.
Behind the
Damn
island, I
it.
can help you. Yeah.
Fucking knew it.
Concentrate fire on the enemy warships to sink them. Our victory is in sight.
So what were you listening to earlier, Roger, when we first come on? You were listening to some music. What were you listening to?
I don't remember now.
Good. That's a good sign if you can't remember. I have no idea what all that shit is.
Oh, that blows. 3 fucking assists this game. I said it held the ship right off the gate.
Oh, I've got no assists. 5 fires. That's about it. Low scoring game, this one.
A swift target.
Right, you little shit. Spotted.
And
I
the,
watch. Oh, out there. Okay. He disappeared again.
Are you chowminding tonight, Roger?
Today, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, she's lying behind me on the floor.
See if I can get some torpedoes in this motherfucker. There you go, mate. Dodge them. Oh, he's got me. No, he never. Whew.
So you torpedoed him, but the Harbin got the kill. How did that work?
I don't know.
They torpedoed at the same time, and his
Okay.
torpedoes weren't enough to kill it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
right.
Fucking AI kicking our asses.
It's gotten a bit. AI's gotten a bit cleverer on this game now, especially with the torpedoes. Fucking nigh on impossible to hit anything.
Gosh damn
Oh,
it.
mate, I've seen these ships stop and turn on a dime. I'm like,
Oh,
I try
man.
and do that with the same ship. I can't do it.
Mm-mm. Yeah, it's amazing how quick they can actually change direction. Fucking
Yeah.
battleship.
Yeah, their reaction's twice as quick as ours.
Yeah.
Roger.
Yes.
I'm at 1.4 million green stars.
Ah,
Nice.
I'm just behind you at 1.3.
Oh, there you go. You saving up for something?
No, really, no. No, really.
Just
Dude,
What have we got? 178 ships?
He just hadn't spent them yet.
oh,
Oh, well, at some point. I've just not got it up. Well, I've been spending them recently, upgrading ships and stuff. For a while there, I never spent it. I never bought any ships. I just played with the ones I had. So, accumulated 216 million silver, 1.3 million green stars. I don't have many gold. I've only got 1,800 gold left because I bought some premium with it.
Before I had to boost some ships up from
Mhm.
6 to 7, I was sitting
Cha-ching.
on like 2 million green stars.
I bet it soon souped them up when you upgraded your tier 7s. Some of them
Yeah, it makes
upgrades
a
are
bit of
like 2
difference.
million, 4 million. Sorry, Roger, what was that?
It makes a difference to your ship if you upgrade
Oh,
it.
yeah. Oh, yeah. It costs a fortune sometimes.
Yeah. Especially the
I
7s
don't,
and 8s.
I don't give a shit. You can upgrade all of your ships. Can you
Yeah.
upgrade all of the, like any of the ships now?
You can only, like the premium ships, you've only got, is it 3 upgrades with some of them? But most ships you can upgrade them a bit. Change the hull and upgrade, tighten up your rounds. Torpedoes go longer, faster, etc.
I don't shoot fucking long torpedoes because they never hit. If
No,
I'm not
no.
within like 3 kilometers, I'm not shooting fucking torpedoes.
They don't
And
hit
that's a
nowadays.
50-50 at 3 kilometers.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, when those
'Cause they-
long range ones first came out, the AI weren't as good. You could just
No.
randomly shoot them out and you might hit something. Now,
Yes.
not a chance. Not a chance.
No chance. No, they just turn away.
That's why most of the time when I shoot torpedoes, I wait for like ships to fucking line up. If there ain't 2 or 3 ships within that possible range, I don't shoot shit.
Enemy force detected.
I take on this Dane here. Citadel.
All stations requesting fire on the designated target. Enemy cruiser detected.
Oh, incoming.
Yeah.
God, there's ships everywhere here.
I know. Right, Dane, you're next.
We've got torps on him. Gonna miss.
Destroyed an enemy
No.
cruiser. Concentrate fire on the enemy warship.
Gotta fucking two lots. There's a rack from that side and a rack from that side. Come on. I'm gonna die here. Fuck. Stop, 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 stop. I'm too far. There. Oh no, I'm just alive. See ya. Oh, every game.
I need support. Affirmative.
Always push out too far.
Burn.
Come on,
White.
Roger, sink,
Burn.
damn it. Where the fuck? I'd like to know what ship had those fucking torpedoes.
Yeah, where did they
Oh,
come
you
from?
asshole.
It went right around his bow then. These won't though. Oh well.
That's my torp's gone in.
Yeah, no, he's got around him too. Fucking hell.
Wow. I never knew you could turn the Wyoming that quick.
Dude, if my one torpedo hits that ship, it will fucking kill it. See, I told you.
Right, Hawkins, you're next.
Yeah, I'm on a.
Dude, I can take down a tier 5 with one salvo on my fucking torpedoes. My torpedoes do like, I think 15 or 16K a piece. The way I got this bitch set up.
Our team has taken the lead.
And if you ain't paying attention, you're gonna catch them.
So there's two guys back in 2020 did the cannonball run in 25 hours and 39 minutes.
Who was that?
Just a pair of guys.
Wow.
People still do the cannonball run, still to this day.
Yeah, that's right. You and guy does Monkey Garage. What's his name? Gas Monkey.
Torpedoes to port.
They broke the record once. They don't
Yeah,
hold
well,
it anymore.
Yeah, well, this is the record now. 25 hours and 39 minutes.
Wow. How many
From
speed
west,
tickets?
from east to west.
Yeah.
Torpedoes to port.
They must be tramping on.
Oh yeah. They'd be fucking.
Gotta be.
They'd be on it.
Yeah, the cops will be on.
I mean,
it too.
you'd have to average 100 miles an hour.
Yeah, you can't be hanging around. You've got to have big fuel tanks as well.
Yeah.
Hey, Turok, why don't you come over here and play with them?
He don't like playing AI anymore.
I don't do that. It takes too
Dude,
long
I've been
to
losing.
do anything.
I've been losing games in fucking AI.
I've
Nah,
played
he's
standard.
too good for
Uh,
He's too good for it.
Basically.
He's upper class. We're the lower class scum playing on the AI.
Old fellas, mate.
Yeah.
All stations, protect that
Oh,
target.
you end up going fucking sending your blood pressure through the roof with all the
I
cheats
do
on standard.
because of these pricks with their aim bots and crap.
Reporting a
That's right. The guys on the PCs with the hacks.
Because I went into JB Hi-Fi, not JB Hi-Fi, EB Games the other day, and I asked him about it. I said, is it possible for guys to get on their Xbox and PlayStation and put aimbot in there to fuck me over in my war game, my World Warships game? And he goes, oh, absolutely. I went, no, that's not good news.
No. I used to play standard, but I would play it only in a tier 4 or something like that,
Yeah.
so it didn't lose too much. But
'Cause I
you would
thought
get
aimbot
something
was-
like the Nevada, just cloning, and it's about fucking 200 yards away from you, and you're like, come on. You know, there was loads of cheats, torpedoes that just went. You fire torpedoes at them, and they just went straight through them and stuff.
Dude, I stopped playing, and this is no bullshit. Me and Chance were
Mhm.
playing standard one day,
Mhm.
and I was sitting behind a fucking mountain in the Atlanta, shooting over the mountain, mind you, hitting a ship. And out of nowhere, I got hit with 4 fucking torpedoes completely broadside from the mountain.
Wow. There you
And
go.
Chance goes, how did you get hit with torpedoes? I got no fucking clue. And I went back and recorded it.
Okay.
And the fucking torpedoes came from under the mountain that hit.
Yeah, that's
I took 6 of
Gotta
them
be.
to the fucking side of my ship. And I looked at Chance and said, yeah, no more.
Yeah, that's
Yes.
got to be a hack.
I had something very similar. I was sitting behind the mountain again. Chance had been playing up, so he was just watching what I was doing. He said, with these shells, he said they're just going straight through the mountain. And next minute I was dead. It's like, how in the fuck? And that was in an AI game.
Why do you feel the need to cheat on a game? I don't get it. I just don't get it. Why you would want to do
It's
that?
supposed to be something you have a bit of fun with.
Exactly. Yeah.
You don't have to be
Yeah,
number 1
100%.
every fucking time.
Oh,
Yeah,
number one.
yeah, that's. I don't see it. We'd all love to be number 1, but I'm not going to cheat to do it.
No.
That's why I only play zombies on Call of Duty.
I don't play Call of Duty anymore either. I got fed up being shot by some 12-year-old acne-ridden kid in his mum's
said-
basement, hiding up a tree somewhere.
Do you know what? I would sit at home and play it with my kids,
Hey.
and it was the same shit. I didn't even have to play online. My kids were just that good at killing dad.
You kick
I'm
your
like, you
ass.
stick this fucking game up your ass. I don't ever want to see it again.
I used to love Call of Duty when you got the campaign mode on it. I don't think
Yeah.
you get that anymore. I think it's all online now.
Oh no, you can still play the campaign mode.
Yeah, no, I've got them all
Can you?
on fucking 360. I can still play
you-
campaigns.
So you don't need to actually play online with.
No,
And I thought they'd stopped that.
no.
There's a word there.
That's good to know.
But yeah,
I used
I
to like the
stopped
old
playing
Medal
it.
of Honor games. They were good too. Back in the
like
day.
I would sit in a corner to cover my wife
Mhm.
with ghosts and all kinds of shit where you couldn't hear my footsteps.
Oh, all right, kids. Call that one for the night. Get me a little bit of crackers and peanut butter and milk. Go to bed.